G'day viewers, well, I'm going to start recapping this cassette deck. I'll replace and find all the ones that I've got in my stock, just replace the ones that I need. Just got to desolder that ground. Okay viewers, so far I've replaced most of the caps in that outer edge. One here, got to replace this one. So I'll slowly get in there. It's going to make sure I've got to be careful with this switch. Don't snap any wires off. So getting there, going to remove this one. It's a 50 volt 1 microfarad, and there's my replacements. And they're bipolar too, so I can put them in any way. So that's a good thing. Okay viewers, I've replaced all those caps, the little ones. Now the 220 microfarads, I might have to use 330 microfarads to replace them. So yeah, there's 470 microfarads, and there's the replacements there. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 more caps to go, and that'll be fixed, all taken care of. So yeah, main thing you want to worry about when you're working in tight spots where there's heaps of wiring, especially point-to-point wiring, you gotta support everything and be very careful, because if any wires snap off and you don't realise, and finding where they go back on is an absolute nightmare. So next up, I've got to get to that board behind that solenoid, if that's possible. There's a couple of little electrolytics on there I'd like to replace as well. But yeah, the ICs here are the stereo ICs, as I said in the previous video. So this should perform a lot better. Oh, I ran that through a rag and just polished it. It's a bit more rubberised now. So yeah, these wheels here aren't too bad, they're all still pretty rubbery. Very solidly built little unit. Okay viewers, now I'm going to continue on replacing some caps in this. So I've got these three, 470 microfarads, there's the replacements as I said earlier, and the 220s. I've got 330s, I've got 220s, but it's a 10 volt, not 16 volt. So 330 should do alright for low voltage. I'll see how the set works and leave them in there. I'll just replace these ones and see how it works. Should work a lot better anyway, they shouldn't be too bad to dry out. So yeah, let's replace these ones. Okay viewers, those three electrics are all replaced. Yeah, it's got some shrinking rubber on that one. Yeah, that look too healthy at all, so trying to solder this ground back on, slide it back in and solder that back on, and we can put this thing back together and give it a test. So I've put the base plate back on, so that will go back on to hold this these together, so that's not going to flop around anymore. Viewers, I laughing up the solenoid and the motor, low current 12 volts, the motor seemed to run alright, everything ran smoothly. And the solenoid kicked pretty freely and moves all freely, so I don't know about this board. It does not look like it's going to come out easy. I don't know what's holding it down. I don't want to damage it, so I might just leave that. I won't worry about replacing those ones, those caps, so it should be okay. It should run a lot better than what it was. That goes back there. And I'll put this back together, and this will be a good standalone cassette deck. You gotta when working on something like this, you gotta make sure all your soldering and your component leads are really close to the board when you snip them off, because you've got to not touch earth and short out, especially when you're soldering. You've got to be very compact. Alright, let's put the see if I can run it at the top and see the mechanism. Should still fit back on. Oh, it goes on that way. Not going to hit nothing. Wire this back up. I'm going to get a bigger power supply with more amps, because that doesn't supply enough power to run that, the motor and the radio all at once. So need to get a bigger power supply to run this, and we'll give it a test. See how smoothly this all works. I've got a cassette cleaner somewhere. I just use that as a test tape. See if it actually works any better. Well, it feels like the cassette deck working. I just eject, put a tape in, goes in that way like that. As you can see, it spins the wrong way. Got to get the tape to run the right way now. Alright. Yeah, choose up, see? Still needs a bit of work. I've also got proper power supply in here now. Let's see if I can put a tape in, just simulate it. Alright, now press tape 1, other way. That seems to work. Change the direction of the tape and that works fine. And that one is going. As you can see, tape 1 indicates with little lights. And you hold it, and it obviously stays. And then just change the direction and tape just like that. They seem to be spinning the right way, so let's eject and put this cassette back in and see how it works at full power. Alright viewers, here goes. There you go. So something's tripping up the mechanism. Something's tripping up the mechanism here. Okay. Got to find out why it's doing that. Put a tape in this way, the right way, and that should be better. Now it runs the wrong. There you go. Now it plays the right way. And that's it. Tape seems to be running quite nicely through there now. That's a high range, that's a low range. It actually, stereo only applies to the cassette deck. This speaker does a low range of one channel, that's one channel, and that's the high frequencies on the other channel. It's kind of like having a tweeter and mid-range subwoofer combo on this one. That seems to be working alright now. When I put the tape and it gets to the end of the tape, it doesn't want to change direction. It just, there you go. As you can see, it won't change and play back. But it played the tape pretty smoothly. So I turn it the other way and play it the other way and it should work. Now it's going the wrong way. Go that way, that works, but this side here won't work. So only when it plays it on this side of the tape it's got a problem. So yeah, now it plays alright. It's only this, so it's this, only when it goes this direction, so when the tape runs that way, that's what the problem is. I suppose I've got to get some methylated spirits, some sort of cleaner, and clean this before I put a cassette in and see how well the sound output is. Got a volume on this one. But it won't play that way. See? Alright. Put some cleaner in this and give this a good clean. Okay viewers, that seems to be spinning the wrong way. That's supposed to spin that way. Pull the tape out through this way and wind it this way. That seems to be spinning the other way. It's playing and unwinding the tape, and that's going the opposite way. So this gear is actually going the wrong way. So I put the tape the other way. That all runs in the same direction. The capstan and this all go on the correct way, winding the tape up and running it through the head. But this side, the whole thing goes the opposite way, and this goes that way. Unwinds the tape, so we've got something mechanically wrong there. The belt is exactly how I left it when I pulled it apart. Nothing's been misplaced, so that's an electrical fault when I go in that direction. That motor's physically being driven backwards electrically, so that could be a problem there. It might be an electrical fault actually. Only in that direction the motor must spin the opposite way or something. So it must be in this signal board, this motor's not getting the correct direction signal sent to it, and it's playing this reel here backwards, which is why it kept chewing the tape up. Let's stop that, and it automatically goes to the other side of the tape. And there you go, it tries to do it again, but there you go. When there's a tape in it, it senses it can't fill the tape either, and that just starts having a go and spastic. So I hold both of them. Yeah, gets confused. So there you go, it works correctly. Hold that. That goes. That works correctly. The auto stop works, but this reel spins the wrong way. There's something wrong there.
It's Jim. Yes, Jim. Yeah.
See if I can put a tape in, see how the audio quality is. I've got a junky tape, so I don't really care if it gets chewed up or not. Alright viewers, here goes, a gold star tape. Let's see what's on this. Run it the correct way first. Bit slow. That channel's not working. Okay, that mustn't be hooked up correctly. Tone. So something, it's on this board, or something's not giving that motor the right signal. The belt felt pretty good, so I don't know. Rewind a tape. It'll fast forward, but I go to rewind, it won't rewind a tape.
And that's what happened. I said, look, get out of here, Millie. I said, I tried to move her out, and I said,
Space, you're supposed to be held on by that.
I put the light on, and there was fur all.
Yeah, we've got something wrong with the speed here. This needs a little bit more work on it. Just... no. Tape's widened the wrong way, see? That wheel there, it's got something wrong with it. Alright, something on that board is sending the wrong signal to the motor. It's going the wrong way, or... so I might have to remove that board. Yeah, she's definitely not playing at the right speed. That's more than enough current to run this damn thing. More than enough current, and it's still not working correctly, so it might just be tired motor. I reckon it's just the belt. The belt might be slipping on this take-up wheel here. There's a little wheel that I showed earlier in the capstand flywheel. There's a rubber wheel that joins that to this, and that rubber wheel could be just slipping. So, if I can find a motor replacement for them, I don't know. Let's just check that.
The middle of this commercial is a little
so, yeah, if I put
greasy.
There you go, it's going the wrong way, so I'll stop that. No tape, it runs good, but if I slightest bit of pressure on that, it slips very easily, so I think that transfer wheel might be tired. Alright, that'll be enough for now, so thanks for watching.